Well, it appears that tariffs have broken the camel's back. Everything that Trump has wanted to do is coming forth with great fruition. He has a plan. Like it or not, he's going to break things until he can reset this economy, and he told us he was going to do that. We've been getting planning in place for months, for quarters, to be in a position not to let these market changes affect us because we all know, that what we had going for the last years and decades, the spendthrift politicians, the debt buildup, the fiscal spending over the board, just piling on debt after debt is not sustainable even for the U.S., who still holds the reserve currency of the dollar. It's not sustainable. Trump's just saying, hey, I'm going to come in and bust the chops of this thing and do it hard. It was going to happen somewhere. So here we are. And people are going wild about the markets today and the drop. Gang, it was coming. We knew it was coming. Is it over? Is it done? I don't think so. I think it's going to be very volatile, not just this year, but years to come. I think we'll see swings up, we'll see swings down. But the bottom line is, Trump really is not pandering to the stock market anymore. Previous administrations and the Federal Reserve were all about the Fed put, meaning anytime the stock market took a hit because of other fiscal or monetary policy issues or global tensions or deglobalization factors, the Fed came to the rescue and printed money hand over fist and bought the debt back that the Treasury has to issue to pay the bills of the country. Trump's saying no more, no more. He realizes, as many of us do at least inherently, that you can't build up massive debt and prolong that indefinitely. The debt has an interest to pay. As interest rates have gone up in the last few years because of the inflation factors that came to bear after 40 years of disinflation, the interest is way more than we can afford to pay. And with the debt continuing to climb, interest rates play a great part in the role of this country being able to stay alive or not. Trump's decided to break the back on interest rates and cause a recession and also try to kill inflation at the same time. That does not bode well for the financial markets, and it never does. If you've been watching this and getting an inkling of it, it's not about timing the markets. It's not about being a trader and being able to slip in and slip out on a day-to-day basis. That's not what I'm talking about. But you can time the general basis of the markets, the waves. You can watch. There's canaries in the coal mine. And if it's something that you have not studied, then it becomes a very paralyzing event to see what happens here today. And you call your financial advisor, and he or she, with the best intentions, says, well, just hold on. We'll dollar cost average back in. Folks, that's not a plan. That's just a finger-crossing idea that people try to promote to you. You've got to take control of your own financial future if you're going to have a chance to maintain your wealth, maintain your freedom and autonomy, because that's what your wealth is about. To give you options in life, not to live in a McMansion or have the big lifestyle. It's really to maintain your optionality in life. If you're always hamstrung to having to have transactional income, trading time for dollars, you're never truly free. I don't care what your lifestyle is. Creating assets, preserving those assets, and making those assets work for you, for us, in an economy that's very volatile is the key to going on in life. It's not going to be the same that we've seen in the past. The old models are broken and broken badly, but there's a way always to navigate. There's always chinks in the armor of where you can invest your capital. You just got to be beyond saying everything's Wall Street, because it's not all Wall Street. There's opportunities ahead coming. Position yourself on higher ground. How does that look? What do you need to replace your active income to give you optionality, but also preserve your lifestyle after active income? These are the questions that all of us have going forward, and there's a pathway to get there. I've written books, I've written articles on this very thing. One of my most recent books wrote just this last fall, Building Your Financial Arc. This is a book that provides the constructs that I've been building out over the last number of years, knowing that there's going to be a time when the markets would fall again. Yes, we've had a long run coming out of the GFC, 2008, 9, 10, the downturn, and then everything's been on the upside, but it's all based on air. It's based on monetary and fiscal gerrymandering of the debt and fiscal spending. That's not real. It's just like you putting your family on lines of credit and credit cards and saying, look at us, we're feeling good. You know there comes a day of reckoning. I think Trump is pushing that because he realizes this is not sustainable. So what are you going to do? How are you going to make it going forward? Are you just going to stick your head in the sand and just ask your financial advisor just to reallocate your capital and harvest some tax losses and call it a day? No, you can't do that. If you want to see inside a group that's on the forefront of advocating for their financial future, building out their own plan, a done-with-you program where the tribe, the community, is what leads together with a lot of collective wisdom, it's all about what we do in Freedom Founders. We're hosting an event in April, 25th and 26th, in Santa Fe, New Mexico. It's going to be a relatively small boutique event. We keep a few guest seats for qualified, prospective people who want to see inside the room. If you'd like to be one of those people, you can go to freedomfounders.com/Santa Fe. That's freedomfounders.com/Santa Fe. Reserve your seat. We'll have a call with you just to make sure we're in alignment, make sure it might be a good fit for you. But if you're one of those people who would like to take control of your financial future, this may be the turning point for you. Now look, if you can't make it, I get it. But realize you've got to take more control over your financial future. You cannot just rely on third parties or money managers or just dollar cost averaging into index funds. That can be a place for some of your capital, but you can't put it all there because it's too volatile. It's not going to work. Forecasts for the Dow Jones and the S&P over the next decades is very minimal returns because we pulled so much of the forward earnings into today. We've taken it off the top. It can't be sustainable. You've got to find alternative assets that can hedge your bets and provide for more upside than Wall Street's going to be able to provide in the years ahead. It's your opportunity to go forward, make your plan, do it with intention like you've done everything in your life. Why would you abdicate your preservation of your future lifestyle, the peace of mind for your family, the generational wealth that you want to keep in the family? Why would you put that off and subjugate it to the whims of the marketplace, to the politicians, to the irascible spending that goes on? You can't do that. You shouldn't do that. You don't have to do that.